Welcome to the Black and White Dating Show.
Hey, it's the Black and White Dating Show. I am Mr. Potter Esquire.
I'm Jules.
And we are the BWD Show.
Welcome.
Oh, it goes down, man. It goes down. All right, so today's topic, I should have put some text on this. Let me put some text on it while I'm talking. So today's topic is why, I'll make sure I word this correctly. Why do women expect men to go against their word, even though they tell them something? And that sounds like that doesn't even make sense, right? I get it. It doesn't make sense.
It makes sense because I'm going through it right now, but opposite.
Okay, I'll put it here. I don't want a relationship, right? I say that. I have said that to multiple women when they started dealing with me. So let's bring this on.
Yeah, I'm saying, it's not just women.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just give y'all some.
Why don't you just?
Let me get comfy and let me relax. Give me a little bit of applause on here, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit. I'm gonna let the peanut out. Let me let the peanut out for y'all.
Peanut.
Yeah, let the peanut out.
I forgot about the peanut.
All right, I'm gonna get a little gooch. We got some gooch in here tonight, you know.
Gooch is good.
Yeah, a little sip of the gooch. So listen. Okay, so why I don't want a relationship is what I usually tell women.
Right off the bat.
Oh, listen. I get a girl's phone number and immediately I say, listen, she's like, oh, so we start talking and she's like, all right, what are we doing? And I let her know, like, listen, I don't want a relationship.
Hey, how's it going? What are we doing tonight? I don't want a relationship.
I don't want to listen. Yeah. Don't try and pressure me to do nothing. I don't want none of that. So yeah, so it's tricky. It's tricky, right? I've had a few females that, even though I say I don't want a relationship, they said, oh well, I don't want a relationship either, which is again
what we all say too.
Okay.
It's also a reflex.
All right. I just want to make sure I'm not going crazy.
Because you're hot.
Give
me
a little bit of that. Sprinkle that. Go ahead. Preach to him.
Yes.
Go ahead. Preach to him.
I mean, we're going to say that like a reflex too, because we've already made up our mind that we want to hang out with you.
Okay.
We want to have sexy time.
Well, go ahead. Preach.
We want you to, just.
Yeah. All that good stuff.
Give us the good stuff. So, yeah, we're going to say that as reflex because you're hot.
All right. So good. So that makes me feel a little bit better. So this is in the history of my dating relationships and dating experience. I've come in and I've said, she's like, so what are you looking for? This happens around the first dinner date, actually, right? So they'll say, so what do you want? Like, what are you looking for? Do you want kids? You want to get married? And I'm like, oh no, I'm single and I'm not really looking for anything. I don't really want to be in a relationship.
And that's when we're pretty much done.
Yeah. Some women are done. Like, don't get me wrong. I've dealt with some women that are like,
what's the point?
Yeah, what are we doing here? Like, why am I here? Like, hopefully it's a great, the food is great when it comes out and that's it. And then that's the last time we're going to speak. But for those there are women that try to change a man's mind.
This is true.
Right? And so that's what I'm asking today. Is like, why do women try to give us the, I don't want a relationship either, but you do want a relationship. And in the course of you saying you don't want a relationship, we just keep rocking. So I've been rocking with this chick for a while. We've been going to parties together. We go to dinner dates. We go to friends parties. We go everywhere together. We travel together. And because I'm thinking it's all good, you
travel together.
Yeah. That sounds a bit much. That's relationship action right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on what you did. What'd you do?
We've gone to Vegas together.
Vegas is fine.
That's fun.
You can go anywhere
okay, but if you talking about if I went to Bahamas, that's different. If I went to Montego Bay, that's different. That's relationship action. Okay.
If you went somewhere so fancy or somewhere so dull, then it's kind of relationship status. Vegas, It's anybody's game.
It's anybody.
Reno also anybody's game.
Okay. All right, I just learned something. I guess so I just learned something. Wait a minute. So have I been wrong all this time? Are you telling me I've been wrong?
Evidently, or apparently, that's what it sounds like.
Oh.
That's what you're telling me.
It sounds like it. Okay, wait. So wait. Let me rewind that then.
Okay.
Let me just go back to the dinner days. Let me rewind. Mm-hmm. So what are you looking for? Oh, I'm not looking for anything. I'm not really trying to get into a relationship or anything, but I'm just trying to vibe out, have some fun, So, and she agrees, right? She's not looking for anything either. Mm-hmm. But because I like to go to dinner, and it's another thing. Oh, I don't want to say it's another thing too, but a part of the experience. Okay, part of the experience with dealing with me is, when I take a girl to dinner, dinners cost $400 to $600. That's the average spend.
Doesn't everybody?
Okay, good. See, that's the average spend when I go to dinner. $400 to $600. Me and her.
Yes.
That's
Is that
not
your low price date?
No.
What's a fancy one?
No, that's the thing. I like steak. I'm a meat and potatoes type of guy. So I go to steak houses, seafood houses. I know that women like seafood, so I go where there's a good seafood and they serve a steak because I like steak.
You might be wrong about that too.
Yeah, so I usually take women to places that are really nice that have seafood and steak. Okay. That bill is usually anywhere from $400 to $600.
Does she normally have like a lot of butter on her seafood? That means she doesn't like seafood.
No.
Just a little tip. Sorry.
No. They usually all the way with it. They order in the appetizers and everything.
Okay,
it's
continue.
order. Yeah. I can't even. Yeah. So it's all the way good, right? So $400 to $600 is my average spend on dinner. But that's what I spend on any dinner. That's when I go out with my homegirls that I'm just cool with.
And you took me to Taco Bell.
Well, we're gonna get to that too because I got a story for that. Actually, I think I did I do an Ask a Man for that? I might have we might have an Ask a Man in there somewhere for that. But but the average,
I prefer it.
The average spend is like $400 to $600, and that is us going to some really nice restaurants, right? So I'm not doing that to impress her in any way. I'm doing that because that's what I do. That's my outing.
You want to go there.
Yeah, and most of the times when I take a girl out to dinner, to a restaurant, I pick the place because it's places that I just want to go to.
That's
right?
good.
I don't, I know that I like fly stuff, so I'm gonna pick something that's really extra fresh. So it's not gonna be something that she's gonna be like, "What are we doing here?" It's gonna be something that's some nice high-end tastemaker type of spot. So that's just what I like to do. I just like to have company with me when I do it. This also goes back to what we just talked about before in the other episode about am I chasing women for sex and all of that stuff. Yeah. So this is a $400 $600 night. So I don't want her to think because she went on dates with guys prior to me that spent $100 or $150 or whatever that bill was. Maybe she went to Fridays with a guy, and maybe you know what I mean. And
so you spent more, so it must be more.
Exactly. So she got with me
Gotcha.
and thought because I spent this much money, she thinks, oh, he's trying to impress me. He must really like me. But for me, I'm like, I don't really like you. This is what I usually do when I go out.
And you tell them this?
No, I don't tell them that. I just know that
Maybe
in my...
you should.
Oh.
Well, because honestly, for the most part, at the end of the day, it's on her. If for her to think that way, to take it that way.
She will. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless you say it, right?
Yeah.
We'll still come back with, but maybe we can change his mind, right?
Yes.
Later on down the road.
Yeah.
We'll still have that mentality, so it doesn't really matter in the beginning. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you taking them out on fancy dates, of course they're gonna think that. Because honestly, I don't think I've ever been on a date where he spent that much money on me just on dinner. Honestly, there hasn't been many dates to begin with.
Okay. All right. I get that. I get that. See, but that's a good point. That's a very good point. Most women, I think, don't experience that. And I don't think they, so again, so for her to see that with me, and it's somewhere that she never would have thought she would go. Right. So it's something like, I'm like, oh, we're going to go. I always ask a woman, what do you like to eat? She's like, oh, I like seafood. I like steak. I like what? And I'm like, you want to go to a seafood place? And she's like, yeah. So I'll think of some place, not seafood. I don't even eat seafood. So first of all, ladies, when I take you out, I don't even eat seafood. So honestly, salmon is about as far as I go. Yeah.
It's like, I love shellfish, but salmon I can't do.
Yeah, see, I can do salmon. Other than that, I don't do any lobsters, lobster tail. I don't do none crabs. I don't do none of that. My family thinks I'm crazy because they all eat everything, all of that, but I don't do it. So I'm gonna pick a place where I know she'll enjoy the menu and I'll enjoy the menu too. But so that happens to be places that have a certain amount of spend. And again, I'd still do that same spend with my regular friends.
Right.
So it's
a matter of getting to know each other.
To
really make those.
Yeah.
Those revelations of each other too, because for her to that's why it's on her.
But she wouldn't know that right away, right? Because these like first and second dates, third dates.
Where'd she meet you? At probably a fancy club.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the club.
So
club.
Fancy, you're probably spending money. She should have known at that point.
No.
Oh.
See, that's the thing, right? At the club, at nightclubs, I don't buy bottles.
What?
I'm not a bottle guy because I only drink Grey Goose. So I can't buy. I drink Grey Goose straight. I can't buy a bottle of Grey Goose and finish it in a sitting at a nightclub.
You can't take it.
Yeah, I won't be able to get home.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So at nightclubs, I'm at the bar. I always run a tab at the bar. So if we meet each other, hey girl, what's up? What you doing tonight? How you and your girls drinking? Let's get some shots. I might do that at the bar with random girls. Mm-hmm. And
all over the place, yeah.
Yeah, and it's fine. Like it's like, oh, okay, but I'm not spending $700 on bottles of champagne because
Thank you for being smart.
Yeah, no, it's just a waste of money for me. I'm not trying to impress. I know I have money. I'm not trying to impress anyone to show you when I have money. Like so, I'm not doing the whole bottle popping. I'm not the bottle guy in the club. So we met at the club because I might have seen her at the bar and said, hey, what's up? What's your name? We started talking. Mm-hmm. If I have a drink in my hand, one rule, fellas, this is a sidebar. One rule at the bar. I meet a girl at the bar. I'm already drinking. Yeah, go ahead. So I walk up to you at the bar. I'm like, hey, what's up? What's your name?
I'm Jules.
Jules, what's up? I'm Potter. How are you? Nice to meet you. It's COVID, so we can't shake hands, but we gonna shake hands. But it's so COVID, before COVID. Let's say before COVID. So, hey, how you doing? We do that. Okay. So, what's up? Who you here with tonight? You say you with your girls? You're not with your boyfriend, so you with your girls. This girl's night out, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm like, what's up? Have a shot with me. Bartender. What's up? Get her and her girls. It's you and 3 of your girls. Get her and her girls some shots. That's how we doing shots.
And that's when I bring out for my entire bachelorette.
Yep, whole party. So now it's 12 girls, right? It's 12 of them. All right, cool. Let's do it. Shots. Now keep in mind, I already have a tab at the bar. So most dudes, because most girls will do that too, right? Most girls, if you try to buy them, if you try to buy them a shot, they're gonna be like, well, my girls are with me too. And they're going to call their girls over, and there's 6 of them, 7 of them are going to come over, and you're going to be, what are you going to do, fellas? Now, for me, like I said, I have a tab at the bar all the time. So I'm going to spend it. And I have in my mind, I have a budget every night. Well, I have an entertainment budget anyway every month. So my financial planning is completely different from the rest of y'all. Trust me.
No.
I have an entertainment budget every month for how much I can spend to entertain. Entertain means dinners, it means dates, it means bar, it means nightclub, it means everything. Mm-hmm. So anything fun is my entertainment budget. And that budget might be $5,000 per month, which is easy, You know what I mean? That might be, $1,000 some a weekend, and I don't spend that. I probably spend $300 to $400 a weekend because, again, I drink Grey Goose straight, so I can't go crazy, or else I won't be able to drive home. So we get back to, I buy you and your girl some shots, and it's all good. Yeah, what's up? We having a good time. We toasting. It's all good, right? Everyone goes back to partying. The girls go back to everything. Me and you are having a great conversation. You see that I'm the fun guy. We having a great conversation, and we exchange numbers, and it's all good. The next time we talk, I'm saying, "Yo, what's up? Let's go to dinner this weekend or next weekend, whatever it is." We have a great dinner date.
So that night, when you meet a girl and you give her your number, that's as far as it goes for you.
That's
like
it.
You've never kissed her. You never like.
No. I'm not that type of guy.
Very classy.
Yeah, I'm very. No, I'm just not that. I'm a germaphobe first and foremost. I'm sorry.
I knew this.
I'm a germaphobe first and foremost.
I knew it.
I mean, I know you probably can't tell from the way this place looks like a tornado now that this is a YouTube studio, but prior to this becoming a YouTube studio, I am a neat freak and germaphobe. So I can't I meet a girl on the dance floor. I'm not tongue kissing her on the dance floor. That's not me.
You're missing out.
I know. I see my boys doing it all the time.
It looks so much fun, huh?
I get it. I totally get it. I know. Give me a little bit. I know. Give me a little bit there. I know. But I just never been that guy.
Hey, to each their own.
Yeah. No, it looks fun. It looks fun.
No shame in it.
Yeah. So for me, getting the phone number that's it for me for the night. I get the phone number. I'll call her.
No wonder you had so many women. How'd you say it? Oversexed?
Yeah, I've been oversexed. Yeah, oversexed.
Because women see that as a sign of old-fashioned gentleman.
Oh, really?
They like that. They don't know that you're a germaphobe at first, but the fact that you did that, so they think that you're actually making an effort to be a gentleman.
So,
I like it because it makes me want him more.
So because I'm not trying to get her to come home with me that night, and see, I never knew that. I'm just very much a germaphobe. I'm just like, I'm not trying to kiss. I'm not trying to sleep with her this first night.
Like full on. Like there's some guys out there who will do that, but they'll be like teasing them throughout the night and like touching on them and stuff, but then say you can't have it. That's not what we want. No.
Yeah, nah. See,
full on old fashioned gentleman.
Really? So I've been a gentleman this whole time, fellas. I never even knew. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, I'm just very, 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 all I needed to do is get the number. I know if I get the number, I'm going to see you again.
I'm sure it's a combination. You're a good guy.
Yeah, I'm a good guy, too. My mama raised me right. Me right, you know. So.
My mama did, too.
Yeah. So, I'm a gentleman in that sense. So I just get the phone number and that's it. I know we're going to go out for dinner. I know next time when I call you and say, yo, what's up? We going to dinner? There's this new restaurant I want to try. Since we live in New York area, whatever that is, I'm a rooftop connoisseur. Every rooftop in New York City, I know all the hot spots.
You a builder too?
Oh, I'm a rooftop.
Oh no, you mean
no?
You like the rooftop?
Listen,
yes.
I know all the hot spots, all the rooftop hot spots in New York City, all of them.
The person I need to know.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about that. I got you. So when I take girls out, it might be dinner and a rooftop, right? She's never expecting the rooftop. She thinks dinner is it. So I'm like, yo, let's go.
A good move.
Yeah, I got this other spot. Let's go to. And then we go up to the rooftop. Now you're looking at the Empire State Building. You're looking at the Chrysler Building. You're seeing New York from a whole different level. And that's just me. I'm not going to the nightclub. I'm going to lounges that are in a whole different.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Had we had that back home, California, I mean, that would have been the top of the top. Like,
I'm just saying.
I'm like, what?
I'm just saying.
You take a girl out after dinner, take her on a walk through an empty park or something, lay on the ground with a blanket or whatever, look at the stars. You already got it. You don't even need, that's romantic.
Oh, that's you talking a Notebook. That's Notebook action right there.
It is, but it's true.
Give me some Notebook. That's notebook action right there. She
It's
talking about,
cliche
fellas.
for a reason.
That's notebook action. I don't even know if I'll be safe. I'll tell you one thing.
That's good stuff.
I'm not gonna jump around, but one night I was in Miami and I took this girl I met in Miami. There was a group of us out there. Met this girl in Miami, and we were staying at the Delano, and for those of you who know what the Delano was in the 90s and the early 2000s. I don't even know if it's still there now, but we were staying at the Delano Hotel, and we met these group of girls. It was me and my boys, and this one girl, me and her hit it off so well. It was like we were on vacation together. And this was late night. Like, we went from the pool, we went on the walk on the beach.
Oh,
We
my
went out
goodness.
to the water. And let me tell you, we were in the water, frolicking around.
Frolicking.
You know what I mean? doing the notebook stuff. You know, I was being Ronnie
Wow.
Romance. They call me Ronnie Romance in these streets. So I was out there doing the Ronnie Romance thing, completely just not thinking about my New York, New Jersey mentality of always be aware of your surroundings. And when I looked up, there were 4 dudes on the shore, because now it's late night, right? So we in the water and the beach is going up, right?
Oh my God, are you naked?
No, we weren't naked.
Oh.
But it was 4 dudes that were kind of like, you could tell they were standing there about to rob us. This is Miami Beach. I was about to get robbed. Now, this is what I had on. I had on probably Air Jordans at the time. I had on my $14,000 Rolex. I had on an 8,000.
In the water?
Yeah.
Because you didn't plan it. You're
Yeah, I
like,
didn't plan it. It was just us. Yeah, we left the
Okay.
hotel and came out the back to the beach. I had on an $8,000 Rolex bracelet. I had on a $1,500 diamond pinky ring. And I looked up, and these dudes were basically about to rob. They were standing at the top of the beach.
Where the water met the beach.
Where the water met the
where the
beach.
tide
Yeah.
came in.
Tide came in, about to rob us. And it's one of those things, like, I
Like,
mean,
what are you gonna do? Swim around until they get tired?
Yeah. It was one of those things where I'd probably have to fight for my life, but you know, I'm a quick thinker because I'm from here. I'm up here, tri-state area. We know, baby. New York, New Jersey, y'all know. Everyone know what it is.
Hey
So
now.
I saw what was about to happen, and I immediately hopped on my phone and called my boys who was at the hotel still, at the pool of the hotel. And I was just fronting like I was on the phone with them. They wasn't on the phone with me, but I was fronting like, yo, yeah, we right here. We over here. You see me? Yo, you see us? We right over here. So it made it seem like they were looking for us.
Right.
So these dudes didn't make a move because they thought someone else was coming.
Right.
And we walked back, and then that was I got back to the hotel safely, but
That is smart. That's something like I would do. Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
almost got my life taken, at least
street smart.
my jewelry taken that night.
Oh
So.
my God. How did did you ever see those guys again?
No, that was it. That was late. That was like late night.
So you just see like silhouettes?
Yeah, they were standing. Like, I saw one of the dudes standing like this. So whenever someone's standing like this, looking at you with their hand over their mouth, and then the other guys are standing there like this with their hands in front of them.
Oh my goodness.
We look like food. We call that food. Like, you look like food. When you look like food, you're about to get eaten.
My first thought was you were with their girl.
No. These girls were from California. They wasn't even from over there. So no, I knew I was about to get robbed. That night I was about to get robbed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's a little sidebar conversation. So yeah, so the whole like afterward dinner, going to the park, the story I just told was because you just said the park, looking at the stars and all that. So that was the instead of doing that, where I think I'm gonna
Now
get robbed.
you can't do
Yeah,
that.
now I
You
can't
have
do-
flashbacks.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. So going to a rooftop in New York City, because I usually go to dinner in New York City. The rooftop afterwards, you know, and again, prior to COVID, there was rooftop parties and, you know, so I would always be like, yo, let's up. You ain't got to go home. Let's keep the night going and we'll go get something to eat. We'll go to a bar. We'll go whatever, rooftop lounge, and it'll be all good. Yeah, so that's something that most of the women I date, not that they're bums, but just men are men, right? Some men don't live on that level. They don't do those things, right? So it's just that they're not used to having that experience.
No, it's culture. It's their how they're raised.
Exactly. And I'm a little bougie too, so it's just like I like nice things, so I know the spots.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's like I want to go to the spots where all the people are. So so I do that, and then that turns into her. For one, she had the $400 to $600 dinner, which I wasn't trying to impress her, but it might be impressive to her. She had the rooftop afterward drinks that were like, oh wow, he knew about this spot, and it's a nice spot, and I've never been to something like this before. So she's experiencing that. We had a good time because we're dancing, and I'm giving her love because we dancing and having a good time. And then I make sure she gets home all right? She drove or whatever the case may be. If I'm not driving her home or Uber or whatever it is that, it was a great night for her. Mm-hmm. She sees that as, how does this guy not want a relationship when look at how he just romanced me, or look at how the experience that he just gave me.
Honestly, you have to go through quite a few relationships to really get to the point where you can pick those guys out too. Like a lot of women are shallow too, like that, and will automatically think that.
Okay.
I mean, plain and simple. Some girls might be a little what?
I got a question though.
What's that?
See, so is it shallow? Is it the woman just having a great experience, right? Because
so then it's your fault for thinking that she's thinking that?
No. It's
just,
let me see.
The euphoria is making her feel, and then it turns into.
There we go. Yes, the euphoria of the experience is making her think that no, he doesn't want a relationship, but I need a we're gonna have a relationship,
right?
Because she's like, he don't want a relationship, but he's doing all of this. Like, why wouldn't he want a relationship? He's showing me that he wants a relationship because no other guy has done this for me before. So I think that's probably what it is. Guys are taking girls to Fridays and Chili's, and they're not taking them to the $200 Italian restaurant.
True.
So she thinks because I do that I'm trying to impress her so we can be together.
I still think it's on the girl. At the end, at least on the first day, like that you meet this guy, like he spends a lot of money or whatnot. I don't really know a guy after the first day, because a lot, like, I already know, like, they're gonna try and impress you one way or another. I'm thinking this is just show. I'm like, come on, like, show me your dirty friends or something like that.
All right, that's good. So, all right, so let's take it back. So, remember, you said me and you met at the bar, and you're there with the bridal party. So when I said, let me buy you a drink, and you said, all right, it's me and my girls though, and I said, tell your girls to come over, and you said, joke. Come over here. No, that happens. Right. So it happens. So now it's 6 of your friends.
Okay.
They come over.
At that point,
but okay. I don't flinch. It's 6 of your girls. I'm like, what do y'all want? I don't flinch. I didn't say, wait.
Then at that point, I know that you've got money. You like to spend it, but that doesn't have anything to do. Then at that point, I would have known you got money. You like to spend it. You have fun, whatever. That's why I knew about you.
Okay.
Like,
am I trying to impress you? You think I'm trying to impress you?
No, it's just who you are. Like,
you don't know. You don't know yet.
You're right. I don't know. And at this point, you haven't told her no relationship because you just met, right?
Yeah, we just met. I'm just saying, what's your name? What you doing? Have a drink with me. And you said, all right, I'll have a drink with you.
No, at that point, I know you got money. You spend it. I think you're part of that group.
Okay, got it. Go ahead. Keep going.
So I don't so if later on you say you don't want a relationship, it's on her to think that the money that's coming towards her is special towards her. At first, like that's the hard part, is communication.
Okay. But we exchanged numbers that night, right? That night we exchanged numbers.
Yeah. Okay, exchange numbers.
The money part you only saw because I bought y'all drinks, right?
Right.
Give me a little, I'll sprinkle that.
Very observing.
Yeah, you said, oh wow, he just paid for all, and he didn't flinch. He just paid for all of our drinks, right? So so that part you like, oh wow, hold up, I got something here.
I think this guy is awesome. He's fun. He's rich. He's gonna spend money. Let's have some fun.
Okay.
That's my first.
Bingo. All right, you got that part, right? Yes. And your girls are like, girl, who's this?
You got a yacht somewhere, don't you?
Yeah, there you go. Okay. So there you go. So you got that part going on, right? And again, for me, I didn't do that to impress you. I just know that I'm not buying a bottle, right? Because I'm not the bottle guy.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm not the bottle guy. I'm just the guy that I have a tab at the bar and I buy drinks for myself. And if I have a great conversation with somebody next to me, I'm be like, yo, what's up? You want a drink? Let me get you a drink, right? You just happen to be next to me. You're very attractive, and I want to get your number, and we're talking.
You have my number.
Hey. So, so that's what happens, right? So it's not even that I'm trying to, maybe in your eyes, it may look like I'm trying to impress you because that's what guys do, right? They'll try and pop bottles or trying to impress a girl.
You're the guy. You're the bacon home. You bring home the bacon.
Yes. All right. So now we got past that part. We got to we exchanged numbers. We went on that dinner date the next week or whatever.
The $400 to $600.
Yep, dinner date.
Tab.
And then after the dinner date, I took you to the rooftop bar in New York.
Yeah.
And then you were like, wow, this is different.
Yeah, for me. But
that's most.
I already know that you like to spend money, so that's on her. I'm still coming to the conclusion.
Yeah, see, but that's the thing, right? Because even the rooftop might be a regular.
Do we need to switch seats?
Yeah, right. I'm gonna give you that. Yeah, that's funny. See, right, the rooftop, right? The rooftop doesn't have to be money. Rooftop is just an experience.
Right.
Right. The rooftop is an experience that adds to the whole night. That makes you say, "Oh wow, this was actually a pretty good night." Because you and your girls are gonna talk about it tomorrow, right? The dinner was nice. You saw the bill. It was $400 to $600. The week before, I bought you and all your girls a drink, and your girls asked you if you exchanged numbers with me. You said yeah.
Your girls are gonna be there saying, "Oh damn, girl, you're gonna get pregnant soon." Yeah. Like, okay, so
that's crazy. Okay, all right.
So you got some women who are going to totally go with that wave.
Okay, now even though I said I'm not looking for a relationship.
When did you say that?
At dinner.
At dinner, and you said,
yeah. So we had you and your girls. I bought drinks the first night I met you. The week following, we went to dinner, and you said, "Oh, so tell me about this stuff." I said, "Oh, I had a few bad relationships. I had a few good relationships, but I don't want kids, and I don't want to get married, and I don't want a relationship. Like, I'm fine with this right here. Like, whatever this is, I'm fine with this. So, I would like for us to we can be great friends. This could, if it turns into something, that could be nice. But I'm telling you now, I don't want a relationship." And you say, what most women have said to me is, "I'm not looking for a relationship."
It's a reflex. It's a reflex. Of course we're going to say that.
I'm not looking for a relationship either. Fellas, how many of you guys have said, give me some applause, fellas. Come on, fellas.
It's a reflex. And honestly,
this happens a lot. Females be like, "I don't want a relationship either."
We're wanting to see how you are in the sack first before we really make up our mind. And we really need that part to really make an informed decision on whether we want to be with you or not.
I'm going to take a sip of that gooch. Y'all hear that? All you guys listening on iTunes, you hear that?
This is true.
That's the ice. That's the ice in my gooch because she just said something.
More beautiful sound is there is no ice.
That's right. She drinks hers with no ice, fellas. No ice on her. Okay, and she drinks it from a crystal glass. Mine is in a plastic cup. Look at hers.
Only because you gave it to me.
Okay, so all right, so I'm again. So at this point, she thinks What? I said I don't want a relationship. She thinks she can change my mind? Because I've only dealt with women that think they can change my mind. Like, I don't.
I've been that woman. I have. I've been that woman also. So that's
Is it a?
it's still it's tough.
Is it a female thing? Like, what is that? Is that
No, it's not just a female thing, because what's weird, before my husband, my last relationship, he was abusive, whatever. So after that, I was done, right?
Okay.
I finally could be myself again. You know, I came into my own, and I was happy, made friends. That's where I met my husband.
Okay.
But I had a friend, and he was my best friend, honestly. But he's one of the more sensitive guys, which nothing wrong with that. I love it. My husband is. However, I told him straight up, I'm like, because I'm tired of just this beating around the bush. I'm just gonna fucking tell the next guy that hangs out with me, I don't want a relationship, because it just keeps going around and around. These guys think that I'm like they're gonna get something from me at some point. So I'm like, and I'm tired of that. So I was like, you know what? So I told them, I was like, I don't want a relationship. I don't want to be with anybody. So I was like, I love you. You're my best friend. Mm-hmm. But if you can't handle that, if it's gonna make you go crazy at some point, or you're gonna try to be with me later on, I don't want it. We can't hang out. And I just black and white, just straight up told him numerous times, wasn't just once. And it still turned. He was gonna be my roommate. We were gonna I was like, this isn't gonna work. I did the little,
I gotta lubricate for this. Because I got questions. I got a lot of questions. First of all, were y'all having sex?
No. Absolutely not. I swear to God. 100%. No. Just friends.
All right, so y'all were just friends.
I had other ones that I play around with.
So, and he knew about it because you were just friends.
Yeah.
Y'all talked about this all the time. Okay, got it.
That's why I had to ask him numerous times, because I would see the look on his face anytime I said I was hanging out with somebody else.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I was like, look, let's
go
over this one more time.
Yeah. So he was getting jealous because he thought he was gonna make his way.
He already had feelings, but he was telling me He was telling me
that it's all good. He said it's all
fine.
good. No, it's fine.
No, we're just friends. I know.
Yeah.
But that wasn't true, and it blew up just how I explained it would
it
to him.
It always does.
And we're still not friends to this day.
See, fellas,
it sucks.
Don't do that part. Don't do that part. See, fellas do that, and it's bad. Females, see, so you talk the different sides of the spectrum are. If men do it, it gets to a point like that where you guys aren't friends anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm actually friends with all the girls that I've said I didn't want a relationship with.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. I only have one ex that.
Yeah, because they're secretly hoping that they can get with you.
I only have one ex that that doesn't talk to me like anymore. Like she doesn't talk to me, and she doesn't talk to me. But I only have one out of all the girls I've dealt with. I only have one that just like she can't talk to me anymore. Mm-hmm. Because of my bad behavior, not abusive behavior, but this whole thing of like I don't want to be in a relationship, but it seems like we're in a relationship, but we're not really in it. Like that whole thing twisted her mind up a little bit. So I take full responsibility for that. But again, it's only because I live a very fun, what I believe is a fun lifestyle, and whomever I'm dealing with, I involve them in that lifestyle. That lifestyle is me being a DJ. I know a lot of promoters. I know a lot of celebrities who are having the parties, or so I have access to a lot of different things, right? And I'm like, oh, come with me to this. And for me, I'm just like, you're a pretty girl. I'm only running down on a pretty girl. So I'm like, you're a pretty girl. Come, arm candy for the night. Like, let's go. Come with me to this.
What'd you say? Can you for the night?
Arm candy.
Oh.
Yeah, arm candy for the night. Sorry, I talked too fast.
No, that's better.
Yeah.
No, that's better.
So arm candy for the night. Arm candy Grey Gooch, man. The Grey Gooch got me a little
The
bit.
gooch.
Yeah, the Gooch got me. The Gooch got me. So the arm candy for the night, and so those experiences. I don't think it has anything to do with the money because I don't really spend that much money. Dinner is probably the biggest expense I have, and again, that's $400, $600 every time I go out. So that's my biggest expense. I don't buy purses.
Really?
I don't buy. Yeah, I don't do.
Wait, you end up at a Hotel 6 afterwards, or what?
I don't do none of that.
What, you bring it back?
I dropped them off. Listen, I never.
Have you never had anybody stay the night?
I've had.
You never, what?
I've
You've
had-
never been.
I've had maybe 2 one-night stands in my life, and I used to have sex with. I used to have not sex. I used to have
That's
access.
by default because it rolls into the next morning.
No, I mean no. I've girls sleep over.
You've never. Wait.
I don't have one night stands. And even like the girl, no, like even when I go on a date, I don't try to have sex with a girl on the night I take on a
Right.
date. I'm just different in that. And
but you've never gone to a hotel and stayed the weekend with a girl.
Oh no, I've done that. But those are chicks that I've been dealing with for. I'm just talking about on
So
a first night.
So it's Motel 6 then.
No.
Dinner was $400 and $600.
No.
There it goes.
Give her that. There she go. Give her that. I'll give her that. I'm gonna give her that. She got that one off, ladies and gentlemen. She got that one off. Okay, I see what you're saying. No, that's not what I mean. There are times when I may have I have never planned dinner and sex afterward. I've always planned sex on nights that I wanted to have sex.
Sorry.
Is that crazy?
Sex before dinner.
No. She's putting words
I just come on. You know, you thought it too.
no sex. My dinner dates are dinner dates. Okay. My sex dates are sex dates. Like I have a plan in my mind when I'm trying to have sex with a chick, and it's definitely not a dinner date night. It's not dinner.
It doesn't have dinner included?
Nope.
Because it's gonna be a whole romance night.
No. It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be let's go to a club. And we'll go to the club and we're gonna be partying in the club.
And I'm gonna treat you like a hooker?
No. We're gonna party. We have a party. Like I got
the room for 1 hour.
Nope, no room. I always bring it back to my house. I don't go to girls. That's another thing. I don't have sex at girls' houses. I don't do that either. That's crazy.
What?
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't go to no chick's house to have sex.
We're gonna hit on that later.
That'll be another topic. We'll do that on another topic. Let's save that. But yeah, I don't do that either. So my nights planned are that's a learning moment too. Fellas, don't be having sex at these girls' cribs. Don't do that. Don't go to their house.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that's still.
Yeah. So I always plan sex for sex. Sex nights are sex nights. Sex nights aren't dinner nights.
Can you walk me through one of these sex
Okay,
nights?
I will gladly walk you
Thank you.
through. Okay, give me some, ladies and gentlemen. Give me some applause. Let's
Are we role playing, or are you just gonna tell me?
I'll tell you. I won't even have you role play this one. I'll just tell you how it goes down.
Tell me, because if I'm playing a role, I'm gonna need to get in character. So.
Okay. Yes. All right. So
Just tell me.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Okay. So we've already had these dinners. So we just talked about the dinner dates, the experience that I give her, right? So we had dinner, which is something that she doesn't have with all these other guys. She didn't have this dinner in the roof, not the rooftop, but the high-rise restaurant in New York City that overlooks all of New York City. She never had that experience. Mm-hmm. We leave there and we go to a rooftop that's outside on the top of the building. She never had that experience. So the $400 to $600 dinner, she never had that because she's like, these dudes I deal with, they never showed me nothing like this. And maybe some of the dudes that spent that money, they didn't show her this type of experience. They didn't bring her to a spot in New York City that's like, oh, wow, what is this? I've never been here before. So she never got that. Then after she leaves there, she gets the rooftop outdoor experience where she can look at, like I said, Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building. She's right at the top of these buildings. So she's getting that experience. Mm-hmm. She's getting the full experience. Now, from there, I might say most of the rooftops have a DJ and music and all that.
There's a lot of details.
Yeah.
It's rooftop.
No,
Do you,
listen, I got
contract
spots.
with them or something?
I got spots. Now that New York's about to open back up. Listen.
Tell me how you do it.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, so all right, so now you got all of that, right? So now she already had those experiences. So now the night when I'm trying to bring her back to my crib, I'm like, yo, I know this party that's happening at the Dream Hotel, Taj, or one of these places that was hot before.
All right, if those are the names of the places, I
Yeah,
would know too.
those are the spots that were hot. That are just hot spots.
If you're taking her to the Bunny Ranch, it's on her.
Yeah, that's different. That's the Bunny Ranch. That's different, y'all. Like you hitting tonight. She on it tonight now. Okay, so all right. So listen, we got spots that. The spot I brought her to is a nice DJ's popping. It's just us dancing, having a good time, drinking, having a good time. We already know each other. We feeling each other. On this particular night, I say, hey, after we're done, we already been, and keep in mind, inside the nightclub, we kissing, we having a good time. It's free love for that night.
What?
No, but we this is after the rooftop, after dinner.
Gotcha.
This is date number 4 or 5. Right?
Oh.
So, so by this time we just on some like, yo, we having a good time, we vibing, we drinking, we having a good time, and she comes back to my crib. And again, like this shit was real sexy before.
Yeah, so you romance her still.
No, that's all romance. That whole night is romance.
That's what I said the first time. I know, that's what I said.
Yeah, so that's not a one night stand.
So the sex, but you have it in your, like it's still a plan. Like you got this whole thing, but it's a romance sex plan.
It is, but it's just not the same night that I take her to dinner.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I loved your story.
I just took too long to get there.
We could have just stopped after you could have just said yes in the beginning.
I went around the block. I went too far.
No, it was beautiful though. I loved the skyscraper description.
She is on fire right now. She's on fire, yo. Okay, I got it. She's on fire, yo. I got it. I went around the block. I should have went around the block.
It's awesome, though. I like it.
So I guess my answer is yes. There's a plan. When I have sex, it's different from the dinner.
You got a sex night.
Yeah, it's different. Okay, got it.
Love it.
Yeah. So I'll bring it on.
So 4 to 5 dates for you.
You
got that sex plan.
Yeah. 4 to 5 dates for me. I'm never trying to sleep with a chick on the first night.
Is it like on point? Every 4th date?
When I was a DJ, it used to be every, I DJ'd at a place every Saturday night, and I would get a new phone number, and I would make sure I had sex with the girl by Thursday.
Well, yeah, you had a whole calendar with the schedules.
Yeah, but that it was just like whenever I meet
Tuesday.
No, never that. I would never keep it where it's like that. It would be when I meet a new girl on Saturday, I want to have sex with her by Thursday, so that when Saturday comes, I'm gonna meet a new girl. Then I'll have sex with the new girl by the next Thursday.
That's good.
Yeah, so that was my MO back then. But I was young and I was on some Playboy.
No, that's simple. That's how I do schedules.
Yeah, so that was my schedule back then. It used to be like, I don't want to keep talking to her.
I'm having sex tonight.
Yeah, it was like I gotta have sex with her by Thursday because I'm gonna get new phone numbers on Saturday.
Oh my god.
And a new girl, so I'm not gonna be dealing with this chick, the previous chick. So I was a slime ball. But yo, I'm telling you, as a DJ, you have no idea. You have no idea.
DJ.
No idea,
Yeah.
fellas.
Oh.
Applause for the DJs. Y'all DJs out, y'all know what I'm talking
You're
about.
just sexy.
The DJ,
I gotta say.
It's not sexy. It's access.
The music.
We get access to women.
No, I'm
it's
telling
access.
you.
It's access. It's all access.
It's sexy.
It's access.
It's the music. It's the way you're moving.
We control the crowd. We control the whole mood of the nightclub.
It's the controlling. You got control
It's power.
of the
Women
whole
love
room.
women love power. That is the power. The man in the club, the DJ in the club is the power god of the night.
Subtle, very subtle, I gotta say, because at first that's not what you're thinking. You know,
You never think
like when I walk into a club with my girls,
you just gonna have a good time.
yeah,
with the
we
girls.
know there's a DJ there, but we don't look at him or nothing.
No.
But we feel in the music and everything. But yeah, by that,
telling you.
it's subtle.
I've listen. As a DJ, I mean, maybe maybe we'll do a show in the future where
you DJ?
We can just talk about we can
Oh.
we can have DJs call in and talk about how crazy the groupie love is.
That would be fun.
It's groupie love.
Hell yeah.
As a DJ, yo. We are the most important person in a nightclub, and most people have no idea.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's very subtle.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I digress. But again, okay, so I say all of that to say, I get with these females, I give them a great experience. It has really nothing to do with the money. It has to do with the experience. And I tell them, I don't want a relationship. And then they proceed to say, I don't want a relationship either. And then they flip the script and they get mad.
How long down the road?
I can do this for 6 months.
No, her. Before
she's probably 3 months in.
Because you probably don't know most for that whole 6 months that she's even.
Yeah, that she's like when are we
turning
gonna,
the wheels, trying to do little things to.
Maybe she's at month 2.
Manipulate situations.
Yeah, she might be at month 2. 2 months?
A month or two? I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, maybe 2 months when she starts getting like.
Then again,
what
you don't even notice, huh?
She's
okay.
At month number 2, she's at. So what are we doing? What are we? Like that? What are we question?
And you're sitting there confused because you told her on the first date.
And that's the thing.
And you're still there, and she's thinking after a month. I mean, he's got to be feeling something different.
Because he's still here, right?
Yep, we do think that way.
Ladies, let me explain something to you. When it comes to when I say I don't want a relationship, I don't want a relationship.
Man,
you're not gonna change my mind. There's nothing you can do to change my mind. Sex is sex. Sex doesn't change a man's mind.
No, and we know that too. I think it's just the fact that you've spent this long with us. It's the time you're with us. It's the amount of time, because we know guys to hit it and quit it.
Yes, very true.
So we know that in an instant you can be gone, and the fact that you've spent so long with us and still doing the romantic stuff, yeah, that is a little confusing. Like, I would think at that, yeah, I'm a girl.
She's saying some female. She's talking that female talk right there, fellas. That's female talk right there. It is.
I'm a female.
All right, I get it.
And you know what? It's true.
I get it.
There it is. That's the question.
So ideally, because it seems like I have
Maybe there needs to be some sort of update.
Yeah, but how can it be? Like, I said I don't want a relationship, but I've done all the things that seems like we're in a relationship, right? Because again, I've heard this from many females that I've dealt with. Like, yo, but you're doing everything like we're in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, but I already told you I don't want a relationship. And no, but you're doing everything like we're in a relationship. I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand. I do this anyway. Like, that's the whole point. Like, when I'm doing $400 to $600 dinner dates at new restaurants, I do that anyway. I want to go to new restaurants anyway. I want to try the new rooftop spot anyway. I want to go to where my boys are DJing anyway, whether I'm with you or not.
I am going to say the man's mind is going to stay the same until he says differently. That I know for a fact. So you got it on that. And I'll say it's on her. However, so it's still on. Oh yeah, it's still on her. I'm sorry. It's still on us because.
Hey, she's admitted something, ladies and gentlemen, for the ladies. Go ahead, keep going.
Sorry, but it's true. So maybe it's our duty if we're starting to feel those, and we're needing. We just need to. Honestly, we just need to ask.
You hear the ice? That's the ice. I'm drinking to what she's saying. Keep going.
I think we're too scared to ask. But it gets to a point that we're frustrated enough to ask, and that's why you hear it after a month or two.
But they do say, like, what are we? So what are we? Are we together? Are we
exactly. But I think maybe before that, when we're
so before month 3, you should.
Maybe we just need to check in with ourselves and to check. I know.
Listen,
because it is scary. We're like, if we ask him, then he's gonna think that. I think we're in a relationship, and then he's gonna distance himself, and then I'm just losing him. But
yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
Maybe that's not the worst thing though, because if it's already going that way, maybe less people would get hurt.
You know what? That makes total sense. That I think is the problem. I think that's the disconnect. Is that
we need to communicate more.
So she gets mad. Not mad. She gets
She starts to get.
she's confused and she's like, I'm not. If I ask him, will that make him run away? If I say, are we in a relationship? I don't know what we see.
If it does, then
it never makes me run away. I just say the same thing. I'm like, yo, fam, I told you I don't.
you're
I don't want a
mature.
relationship. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? I don't want a relationship. I don't want a relationship.
That's a problem. We don't communicate. We don't ask questions. We don't do stuff like that. We walk on a lot of eggshells nowadays because everybody's scared that the other's gonna run away. And if they're gonna do that, it should be the better course. But we don't believe that anymore.
Listen.
Sorry, we're getting real. I'm sorry.
No, I get it. I mean, that is a great way to explain it, and that makes a lot of sense to me. I just know it has happened to me many, many times, and I don't ladies, when I say I don't want a relationship, I don't want a relationship. I don't even want kids. So at dinner, when I say I don't want kids, like,
I know.
I don't want kids.
That's a heartbreaker.
Yeah,
too.
so I say that to women, and they like, you don't want kids, why not? And I'm like, because like I like to travel. I like to just have fun. I like to be able to do nothing. I like to sleep till 4:00 in the afternoon on Saturdays. I don't want to have to wake up and feed anybody. So when I say all this stuff at dinner, they just kind of, I don't know, in their mind, they're probably like, I can change his mind. Right. You can't change my mind. I don't want kids. I don't want
in the 50s anymore. You can't just be one of those husbands.
Yeah, like, yeah. You do it. Yeah, exactly. So, so I mean, I get these are the conversations I have at dinner. I don't want kids. I don't want a relationship. Really?
It's very blunt, but
it is. But
I gotta say,
it's honest.
Yeah.
It's honest. I don't want to lie to you.
We're lacking that these days.
Yeah, I don't lie at dinner because I'm not trying to sleep with you. Right? So it's like I don't have anything to gain at dinner except I hope you enjoy your food.
That's not the way they hear it, though. I mean,
I hope you enjoy your food.
I hope you enjoy your food.
That's all I'm here for.
I don't want kids.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy your food.
Enjoy your porterhouse steak.
I've been wanting to come to this new restaurant, and now that I met a new girl, I'm gonna bring her to this new restaurant.
It almost feels like we're the pawn in your game. Hey.
Well, give me some enlightenment. She might have just said something. Jewels dropping jewels, ladies and gentlemen. Jewels dropping jewels. That might be the case. Maybe that's what it is. I want to go to the restaurant. It just so happened I met this girl last weekend. Let me bring her to that new restaurant.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So she just happened to fall into place in this thing that
maybe it's your fault at that point.
Could be.
For not telling her that
I've
been trying to go to this place for so long compared to I'm taking you to this fancy place.
Yeah, I just met you, but yeah, you're right.
And only you.
You're right. Listen, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the answer is
different
completely.
Scenarios.
Yeah, it's all different scenarios, but ladies and gentlemen, I hope, fellas, you're as honest as I am with these women. I tell women all the time when we're at dinner, I don't want a relationship. I don't lead them on to try to get sex because sex isn't part of my MO. I'm going to have sex with them regardless at some point. I already know that part, but I'm not going to lie to them at dinner to have sex with them. I always tell women the truth. One thing I always do with women, I tell them the truth. Every time. I don't lie to any woman. I don't want a relationship. I don't want kids. If I be like, oh yeah, me and my ex, me and my ex still get down. I tell them all of this.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
All the time.
I respect you a whole shit ton more too.
All the time. I keep it 100% real. And it works out for me every time. So stop lying, fellas. Stop lying to these girls. So
you too, ladies.
Girls be lying to them?
Yeah, quit beating around the bush. Quit acting like you're into something when you're not, or just listen. Like the beginning, we it's a reflex, right?
Mm-hmm.
We automatically say, yeah, we don't want one either. We don't want a relationship. No,
y'all gotta stop doing that because
I
keep running into those issues where she says she doesn't want a relationship, and then 2 months later, she's having so much fun that she's like, I can't let you go have this much fun with somebody else.
Yeah, that's the first one.
That's what I keep dealing with.
We're starting off going the wrong direction.
Okay.
We all start off doing the wrong thing. That's why we have so many issues.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I agree. Please. It's exhausting.
Stop lying.
Lying.
Stop lying.
I tried playing the field ones.
Stop lying.
Early 20s. I was like, I don't know how people do this.
Stop lying out there, fellas. I know y'all see you. Look at him. He's a liar. He's a liar. Look, I see him back there. He a liar
don't
too.
Turn away. I see you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stop
Rolling
lying.
your eyes. I see it.
Stop lying out there. So listen, I hope this, I'm not sure. I mean, I kind of got my question answered, so it makes a lot of sense, a little bit more sense. But fellas, tell the truth. When you say I don't want a relationship, if you really don't want a relationship, say that to a female. Don't lead her on. Don't waste her time too. So this is kind of double-edged. Fellas, don't waste a female's time. Don't waste her time.
No.
If you don't want a relationship, don't waste her time.
And it's going to make more problems for you later.
Usually does. So that's why from the beginning, I'd be like, I don't want a relationship. And this could be our only dinner date. I might say that and she'd be like, all right, well, I'm not going out with him again. Why am I going to waste my time? But she
you don't
won't
want
waste
that
her time.
crazy later on? Well, don't make her.
Yeah.
Think.
Exactly. So that happens. So fellas, don't lie. Ladies,
Don't lie either.
don't lie. And ladies, don't waste your time with a guy like me. If I say I don't want kids and you know you want kids, don't deal with me because I really don't want kids. So you're not going to change my mind.
No.
If I say I don't want a relationship, don't waste your time with me. Don't come out on another date with me because
No. You go on a date with somebody who says that right off the bat.
yeah, let it be one date.
I don't care how hot
done.
he is.
Mm-hmm. Let it be one date and done.
And then you call him for a booty call and then that's it.
Hey, talking about
Maybe
ladies.
Maybe call him again for a booty call.
Wow, it's the Black and White Dating Show, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And that was the Black and White Dating Show.